All right, welcome to the second podcast. This is going to be kind of an update on what we have done here in the last couple weeks. We're getting better. I'm getting better and better at setting this place up, kind of tweaking the setup so all the interfaces and the computer and the wires are all, oriented in a way that they're out of the way and people can come and walk around and not trip on things and you know plug in their instruments without having to do a bunch of workarounds and all that kind of stuff. Everyone's got kind of their own setup that they like. So I've got I've had to work a way that allows me to make it easy for anybody to come in with whatever boards and pedals and amps that they have and easily set up and be comfortable. Um, it's kind of, it's kind of weird because my computer is by my drums so that I can work well on the computer while I'm, just like right here. I'm playing the drums on the computer right here. And that's cool. Um, but it's not like the throne is a particularly comfortable computer chair. So I'm considering kind of moving the computer or something like that. But at this point, I like where it is in general. Maybe I'll just get another chair. I don't know. But the computer's nice. The interfaces. I used to have the interface like right under the computer, and so like it was just weird. Like people would have to like come, and then like all the wires would like be right there on my left, and like just a big rat mess right there. Um, but I moved the interfaces over here. They're facing out now. And I got a bigger interface, so all my drums are hooked right into that, and that has a long cord that comes right into my computer, and then people can just plug in right there. Um, I'm working on monitoring. I haven't figured out the monitoring on this interface. It's the X18 Air or whatever from Behringer. I like the interface. It's kind of cool. It's like basically a soundboard, but a digital soundboard. So it comes with the software that mimics a soundboard, like, the face of a soundboard. So I don't have this big, huge thing that I have to work like physical analog soundboard. I just have an 18 input interface, and I can control it just as well as any other huge board. All the knobs are just digital on the app, so that's nice. It has improved. It does a lot better on recording the drums as well. I have a little bit more control on panning and fading and all that stuff on this interface, so that's really been nice. It's made the drums feel a lot better. It's got some presets on there for drums as well, so I can not only EQ them in Logic, but also EQ them on the soundboard, and it's just really easy. So it's a nice interface, but I just haven't figured out the best way to monitor. And I think there actually is a monitoring system that goes with this. But I'm holding out on buying it because I feel like there's a way I can monitor with what I have. So I'm trying to work on that. Got a new keyboard. Got the M Audio Oxygen 61. I think with that addition, we pretty much are set. I mean, I really don't. I'm almost got full setup. Like almost anybody can come in and play any instrument. I've got guitar, bass, acoustic guitar, ukulele. I've even got a steel drum and an accordion in here, so some odd stuff. And then because of the digital aspect of stuff, I've got the M Audio Oxygen. I've also got a little M Audio Code 25 right by my computer. It's for me to kind of play and make riffs myself, just right there at the computer rather than like getting up and getting the keyboard out. Anyways, with that, I've got a couple software instruments. I've got Omnisphere and a couple other ones I picked up on the internet, and as well as the Logic library, which, I mean, all those things together, there's plenty of stuff for me to play around with, for anybody to really come in, and we can make some cool stuff, I think. So I guess all I'm saying is we are ready. We are ready to start. And this week was probably the biggest week in terms of creation, product creation. I had 3 people out this week. I had a guy from Elk Grove. He just moved here from San Jose about a year ago, and he plays in a mariachi band full time, and he also plays the bass in a little band. And he came out here and we jammed a little bit, and that was cool. Hopefully we can do more there. And then I had another guy who plays guitar. He's a Brazilian guy. He works in hospitality, I believe, and he coaches soccer as well. He came out. We played some guitar. I also had another friend from high school that plays piano. Sky, I'm sure he'll be on one of these podcasts. In fact, we kind of he came over Thursday, and we kind of had I think that was probably the closest thing to how I wanted this to set up. We played music a little bit, and then we had a nice chat at the end. And I think my optimal goal is to be able to record all that and make it, package it nicely and put it on the internet. So that was the first of the best. I think it was the best so far as getting the full package experience. I just wasn't ready. I didn't have quite I haven't figured out exactly the equipment and how to do it. And because the thing about this is, because we're creating music, we are using Logic. So I can't do 2 Logic projects at the same time. So I've got to find a way to record audio of the room and get a nice sound. I don't want just I've got camera mics and stuff, but I don't know. I don't know. I got to play around with it. But basically I got to find a way to record the room nicely and still work on the projects on Logic. Because right now I'm doing this and I'm running it through Logic, but I couldn't do this if I was also working on a project in Logic. So I've got to find a way to be able to do both at the same time. I'm considering 2 computers. I could also, I've got a mobile recorder, one of those Zoom things. I might do something with that. And then I've got what the fuck? Yeah, also maybe another software. I don't know if I can run another recording software while I'm doing it. So it might need 2 computers. It might end up needing 2 computers, or I can use this Zoom over here and somehow. So that's something I got to work out. So I also did a cover this week of Black Honey by Thrice. That's a really good song. I chose that one because it kind of hits home a little bit for me. As a provider, I've got, kids and a family and everything. And that song, I don't know, it just hits me because it's got a really good energy, I feel like. Or, it's basically about this guy who's trying to fight a bunch of bees in order to get some honey so he can take it home. And I think that hits home because anybody that's into providing, has to provide or take care of somebody else, especially you have this desire to bring home the best. And but it's a battle to do that. So just nothing's really easy in life. And, we try to pretend like life's a box of chocolates or whatever, and it's just complicated. Life's complicated, and there's really no easy way to do it. You can either choose an easy path and end up in a hard place, or choose a hard path and end up in an easy place. There's no way to have one without the other, unless you are extremely, extremely lucky to be born in a family that makes it easy for you and you get everything you want. But usually those people are really unfulfilled, and they end up making life hard for themselves through stupid things, which goes to show that it is a principle, a universal principle, that if you don't make it hard for yourself in some way, life will be hard for you. So, anyways, yeah, in fact, I was on iFunny. I go on iFunny a ton. I freaking love iFunny. There's a lot of funny stuff on there, but I actually picked up a quote from this guy, Uncle Muscles. It says, strangely, life gets harder when you try to make it easy. Exercising might be hard, but never moving makes life harder. Uncomfortable conversations are hard, but avoiding every conflict is harder. Mastering your craft is hard, but having no skills is harder. Easy has a cost. So, that hits home. I think it's important, right? If you don't choose today to do something that you need to do, but you don't want to do it because of whatever reason, you put it off, it will come back. It will come back around. There's, and it'll probably be a bigger problem in the future. I don't know why. I mean, I didn't write the rules. I just know that that's what happens. So, anyways, I don't really know what else to talk about, and I don't really know that this was any interesting dialogue, or at least interesting enough to listen to. But I'm committing myself to trying to at least do one podcast a week, whether it's something along these lines of a journal sort of thing, or having somebody with me talking. And I'm considering finding a way to clip in recordings. I'm thinking my format might be throughout the week I do projects. I have clips of people coming in and we doing projects and doing talks, and then at the end of the week I'll kind of compile it and do some highlights and commentary on the week, and that's it. I think that's what's going to happen. And in fact, I intended to do that today because I do have some clips with some of the people that came this week, but it's quite a lot of data to process. It's late and I got to go to work tomorrow. So I probably won't get around to that in the manner that I was hoping to. But I did get a lot done this week, and I'm everything's set up again perfectly. I think we're gonna start seeing more consistent output from this. So stay tuned, and like I don't know, if you want to get involved, email us. We I want everybody to know I am not closed off to any type of music, any type of instrument. If I don't even care if you played something in high school for 1 year, just come out here if you have an interest in being involved in this. Even if you have a young kid that might be interested in being part of projects like this, we are open to anybody that's willing. So reach out to us. My email is that was my website. I've got a website, www.beatfarmpodcast.com. I also have an email, which is beatfarmpodcast podcast@gmail.com. And that's beat as in BEAT. Beat Farm Podcast. So, all right, guys. I've talked enough. I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed. Next week, hopefully, it'll be more entertaining. Good night.